What's going on, everyone? Mike Kadlick and Tayler Kyles here for CLNS Media outside of Gillette Stadium as the Patriots just wrapped up day 5 of their 2024 training camp, the first in full pads. And Taylor, a lot to be had about what the quarterbacks did today. I would say overall one of Jacoby Brissett's best days, and overall probably Drake Maye's worst. A quick reminder, we are powered by Game Time. Head over to Game Time. Use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. So yeah, Taylor, my opinion at least, I want to get your thoughts obviously, but Jacoby Brissett right now through 5 practices, especially after Monday, looks like the clear quarterback one of this team. It seems like they're just sort of running a lot smoother with him under center. As far as Drake Maye, at least today, a lot of erratic passes, some off-target stuff like that. He's a rookie. There's growing pains. There's no question about it. Let's not panic or anything. Yeah. But I think so far through 5 days, Jacoby Brissett is quarterback one.
Yeah, I think once the pads came on, I think, one, the intensity obviously ramps up. You actually have a live rush. Yeah. There's more disruptions in pass patterns and different things like that. And yeah, Jacoby Brissett rose to the occasion and showed why he is the clear-cut quarterback one. As much as I like Drake Maye, as much as I think he has the potential to make a significant jump before the season and potentially threaten for that top role, Jacoby Brissett was consistently accurate today. It looked like he consistently found the open targets, and he actually aired it out today for the first time, which we hadn't really seen much of, obviously because he's going to go up against that top defense. Not a whole lot of vulnerabilities, but he had 2 deep shots to Javon Baker and Tyquan Thornton, 2 each, and most of them were gorgeous. He had one to Javon Baker, who tried to make a diving grab, couldn't secure it, but the throw was away from coverage. 2 dimes to Tyquan Thornton down the sideline, and there was another throw to Javon Baker deep. Not going to lie, that one wasn't great. It hung up in the air for a while, but Javon Baker made an insane play like we've seen him do constantly this offseason program. Went up over 2 defenders and secured the ball. That was the only time I think Brissett had a play where I was like, okay, you got away with it, but I didn't love to see it. But yeah, Jacoby Brissett by far was the most consistent quarterback today. Drake Maye definitely struggled, I think, from a processing perspective. Yeah. I've given him a lot of praise for not putting the ball in harm's way, for typically getting through his reads and finding the open man. But today, we saw a lot of struggles. It looked, once again, like he was a bit sped up, and the accuracy was not great. They were back-to-back throws and team drills that were over the middle to no one in particular. Yeah. One may have been a miscommunication with David Wallace, but the other one was so high, I don't know if he was really throwing to anybody. Yeah. Also had an interception, actually, targeting Mitchell Wilcox on a pass that was behind the receiver. Probably could have made a better play on it, but Kyle Duggar was in the area and was able to actually make an interception. One of the few times that Kyle Duggar, nothing against him, but he typically is a ball magnet in the way that he just happens to be there, and these balls fall into his hands. This was one where you could really give the defender credit. But I will say this for Maye. I caution from saying it was his worst practice. Okay. Definitely down there, but his supporting talent didn't give him a whole lot of help. He had, I think it was 4 drops total from his receivers, 3 or 4. Mitchell Wilcox down day for him, not just the interception, but a couple drops of his own. And he was consistently under pressure and working with a lot of the bottom of the roster receivers who he doesn't have much of any chemistry with. So it wasn't a great day for Drake Maye. Like, definitely nothing to write home about. But at the same time, he wasn't working with a whole lot between the pressure and the poor receiver play. So, it kind of falls both ways. But Jacoby Brissett, clear winner in this one.
For sure. I wonder if, like you say, when the pads come on, when there's an actual rush coming at you, when the offensive line actually has to do more than just, patty cake with the defensive line, frankly. And then, when he's not getting the reps with those first-team guys. So we're worried about the wide receiver room here. We're worried about the offensive line room. And not only is he not getting the 1s, but he's getting the 2s. Again, just the nature of the business being behind Jacoby Brissett. But I wonder personally how much better he would have looked if the 2 were flipped and they had the different personnel changes. So we mentioned it. We talked about it yesterday as well, and I asked you the same question. Are you worried about Drake Maye not having a great day today?
Not worried. First day in pads. You don't want to make repeat mistakes. Yeah. And it's so hard when we can't watch film and we don't know what he's hearing behind the scenes, like how exactly he's getting through his progressions, all that. Too soon to worry. Again, I think that it was just a setting where, it's like with Mac Jones, where there were times where the offense was so bad, maybe not last year, but at times where it was so bad, you're like, it's kind of hard to evaluate him because there's not a whole lot going well around him. Similar case with Drake Maye, although you definitely like to see some improvements.
Yeah, just trying to stir the pot here. I'm not really worried about Drake Maye either. It's the first day of padded practice. We've seen from Drake Maye throughout the course of this training camp that he rebounds. He rebounds pretty quickly. He learns from his mistakes. He's done so in the middle of practices. We'll see if he can do it from day 5 into day 6. We'll be back here for day 6 on Patriots Press Pass. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe on the channel, and read all of our written work over at CLNSmedia.com.
Make sure to subscribe to Patriots Press Pass for all your Patriots news and updates on YouTube, and for all our written work, make sure you check out CLNSmedia.com.